Coming to you tape delayed from a top secret recording studio located within the bowels of Salem's premier television network, Capital Community TV. Welcome to Spotlight on Salem. I am your host, Mike Kemper. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get started, I'd like to say that now would be an awesome time to crack open a cold one, maybe mix yourself a cool, refreshing cocktail, or maybe shots are your thing. Doesn't matter. The main thing is that you're drinking. Understand? For those of you that aren't familiar with my shtick, I think you'll find that this show goes down a lot better if you've been drinking. So go ahead, pour yourself a drink or two, or oh hell, make it 3, why don't you? I think it was George Thorogood who once remarked that one drink ain't enough, Jack, you better make it 3. Okay, as I alluded to at the beginning of this intro, as you look at the screen, it may look like Studio 1 or Studio 2 of CCTV, but I'm here to tell you it's all an elaborate ruse. We are, in fact, at a top secret recording studio 20 floors below the lobby of CCTV. The studio was designed and constructed from the latest in space-age technology, capable of withstanding the most extreme sonic assault imaginable, built to withstand decibel levels so high it would even make Pete Townsend cry uncle. Why is this? Well, because tonight in the studio, our guests are all-girl punk band Hot Sheets, and later they're going to be doing a couple of numbers for you so loud and so fast it would make Lemmy weep. So without further ado, please welcome Hot Sheets.
Hi.
Hello. My intro. Great intro.
Well,
wow.
First of all, I hope that the onerous, rigorous screening process that you had to go through to make it to the top secret recording studio was not too arduous for you. I know it took some time with the background check and all that, but
I'm just glad we all got our clothes back.
Almost lost a limb in one of those metal sliding doors.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you got to admit, the retina scanner, that was so James Bondian cool, wasn't it?
I know. I thought my fake ID was going to help, but
you know, that kind of held up the process.
I know,
so,
I know.
You know,
I'm sorry.
Told you, Karen, not. Okay. Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves to the viewers?
I'm Jessica Amos. I play bass and sing vocals for Hot Sheets.
AKA Claw.
Oh,
Yes.
Claw, yes. That's right.
I am Karen McFarlane Holman, and I play guitar and sing, and I go by Dropkick.
And I'm Jamie Sloan, and I go by Bangs, and I play the drums.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, you guys all have your own individual talents in addition to being in Hot Sheets as well, too. Jessica, I understand that you do some poetry, and you are also an artist as well who has had some works on display here recently, correct?
Correct, yes. Yeah.
Jessica
Feel
loves
free to
talking about
jump in
herself.
there and expand on that.
I'm learning to talk about myself. Yes, I paint. I've been painting for years and mostly secretly, but I've come out as a painter, abstract painting, a little bit of impressionistic work recently. I've also been known to write some poetry and some music for Hot Sheets, and I teach meditation too, by the way, which we didn't really talk about.
No, but perhaps we should talk after the show.
Sure.
No,
yeah,
seriously.
We can
Yeah, no, that would be
together
great.
or something.
No, I had the pleasure of viewing your artwork earlier this week, and I must say I was impressed. So
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that was very
It's
nice.
really fun. It's a little bit punk rock.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. Very much so.
Yeah, very free.
And Jamie, you are a woman of many talents as well too.
I've done a few things and want to do a lot more.
Yes.
But right now, I like to get my hands dirty and do some horticulture, and I have a lot of gardening experience, and I like to cook very much so, and working with things on the down low right now, and combining a bunch of my talents together and bringing it to Salem.
And you also write a column.
Yes, on occasion I'll write a food journalist I'm a food journalist for the Salem Weekly and do the Eats column.
Very nice.
And I've written a book, and that's about enough of that.
That's about enough of that.
But now I'm in hot sheets and a new drummer to the scene, and but I'm loving it. Just loving that life is unfolding at a wonderful surprise.
Nice.
So you say you like to cook, but you are a very good cook
Thank
as
you.
well. Yes.
And then we have the slacker in the band, Karen.
The ultimate slacker.
Yeah, she really doesn't do much other than host 2 radio shows on KMUZ.
Yep.
And is also in City of Pieces and happens to be a chemistry professor at Willamette. So
I have to have a job. I have to make money.
yeah, you got to feed those
Sometimes.
addictions like food, clothing, and shelter.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Well, I'm a wage slave too, so don't feel bad.
But I love it. I love science. I love teaching, and so it's a really great job.
I bet you would be a great chemistry. You have such a professor because you have such energy and enthusiasm for your subject matter. It comes through quite frequently on your cool sheets.
Oh, good.
Yes, I'm hearing that quite a bit on the podcast. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
okay, so you are all not originally from Salem, and you are from.
I'm from Truckee, California, right
Truckee.
near Lake Tahoe.
Okay,
Yeah, I born in San Diego, grew up in Truckee, and ended up here. So, and my early, how old was I? 19 when I moved here.
okay, so late arrival to Oregon, but you are an Oregonian.
Kind of.
Kind
Born
of?
in Michigan.
Oh, and then
And then
you
moved
were-
to Eastern Oregon
to
and grew up
LeGrand.
in rural Eastern Oregon, LeGrand.
Yes.
And then spent 10 years in, well, I did spend some time in Salem going to Willamette myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then spent 10 years in California and then moved back up here to get a job at Willamette.
Awesome. And you were from New Orleans originally,
I was
correct?
born and raised there till I was 16, then moved to Colorado, lived there for 18 years, and headed west, further west.
And so when did you arrive in Salem?
And Salem in 2008.
Oh, so you're a recent arrival then.
Relatively, 10 years
Yeah.
now.
Great. And so you guys came together, you were all friends first, and then whose idea was it to form the band?
I've had this idea
As
for
Jamie
quite
points
a while.
conspiratorially towards Karen.
Yes, I have been, well, my first band actually was a girl-fronted band, and that was in Santa Barbara, California in the mid-90s. And, but I had never been in an all-girl punk band. So since 97 or so, it was all, usually I was the only girl in the band with a bunch of guys, which is fine. But
Sure.
I just really wanted that
That sisterhood
girl
of
power.
being
Yeah,
yeah, no, I could see that. That's totally cool. So then tell us how Jessica and Jamie came to start playing bass and drums, respectively.
Well, let's see. So I was friends with Jamie. We hung out a lot, and she would hear me over and over trying to find a girl drummer.
To the point where I was approaching chicks on the street going, and I met a couple of drummers. I'm like, hey, so what's your number? Trying to link them up.
Was that the only reason why you were asking them? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, but you were being a great friend trying to help me out.
Yes.
Find a drummer.
That's true.
And then finally,
I said,
slam down your beer.
slam down my beer, F it, and I'll do it. And had never played. I took drums for probably 6 months many years ago in
Okay.
95, as a matter of fact. And just kind of, the drum teacher just flaked out, and then I just kind of flaked out, and life happened. So then, 2 years ago, 2015, I bought a kit off Craigslist and started taking lessons, and here I am, doing it.
And so then you roped Jessica in last. Was it an easy?
Yeah.
Jessica roped us.
I,
Oh, what? Oh,
well, okay,
professionally, or where are we going with this?
I know. That's for.
Okay.
Different
no.
interview.
That's the late. interview.
Well, I had wanted to play bass when I was younger, around the age of 13, 14, and I finally got around to it a couple years ago. And Karen went with me to buy a bass off Craigslist, and showed me how to play a couple of things, which is a little bit where I got my nickname Claw, because I was like, this is about all I could do. And so I was just practicing on my own. I went and bought a book of Nirvana songs and was just practicing that at home, and then caught wind of them wanting to form a all-girl band, and I was like, and they were looking for bass, and I was just like,
I'm in.
I
but
can
at
do
the same
it.
time, like, I couldn't say that I could do it. I had enthusiasm for the idea. Really just because it was the two of you. I don't know that I would have probably felt that way if it had been other people.
Right.
Except for we were
Being with your friends, it's not so much like I'm in a band. It's like I'm hanging out with friends.
Yeah, and
or having
for
fun.
me, it just felt like almost like a joke. Like it wasn't really going to happen. A little bit.
We're
just,
It's happening. It's happening.
Like we're full of maybe I was full of hot air or something, just thinking like, yeah, look, we could talk about anything, right? But then it actually just happened. So
Well, and what really congealed it was because of Make Music Day. The first Make Music Day was happening, and we were like, hey, let's just learn one song.
So how long had you guys been playing?
10 days.
10 days.
Before
we
What?
hadn't
Music
played.
Day.
We hadn't played. We weren't actually a band.
We were talking about
We
it.
were just talking about it. That's why it was just
That
talk.
is crazy.
and then 10 days before,
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
And Karen really pitched it too. She was just like, it's Make Music Day, it's low key, it's one song, it's super, we'll pick an easy song, right? And we practiced 4 times in 10 days leading up to the day. So we really only had 4 practices to learn the song and get it before playing it.
It's kind of crazy in retrospect.
It's very
But
crazy.
that was just, I can say for me that was what I needed. I needed that low key, just sort of like, it's fine, it's not a big deal, maybe no one probably cares. Like it just, just
There's so many
kind
other people playing.
Yeah.
Who's going to notice?
And it's like anyone can do it, so it felt really low pressure. But after that, it was all over. We had like more songs within another 2
yeah,
weeks or something.
Yeah.
And there
So-
was so much support. When we
So
played,
much support,
people were
yeah.
super excited for us.
Yeah, well, there has been ever since you guys
Yes.
formed. There's been a groundswell, and people, have you heard Hot Sheets? And the name was instantly everybody was talking about it. So
It's a pretty good name.
it's a good name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're pretty
we like it.
Well, and you guys are so enthusiastic, and it shows. When you guys play, so there's an energy and a buzz that comes from that. So I get
I don't
it.
think we could have gotten away with it in say, like San Francisco or a much more cosmopolitan area. I just don't know, because the support that we've received from the community of Salem has been so generous and truly kind. As like they allow us to make mistakes and without the just feeling shame.
Yeah,
it's
people making disparaging comments.
Yeah.
Or,
so. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, we're here, we're doing it, but without the help of Salem, I don't think we would be as enthused as we still are with it, because we were scared. We were
I
really
bet.
scared.
Yeah.
I can speak for myself. I was very nervous.
Karen seems very fearless.
Well,
though.
but this is the thing. So, Jamie, Jessica are beginner musicians.
Right.
I've been playing guitar for a long time, but I've never been a lead singer.
Oh,
So
that's
I
a new
was
pressure
suddenly
for you.
in the front having to sing, and that kind of put us all on level playing field.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all nervous together.
Yeah.
And I think that's, ultimately what it is like whatever's happening, we're all whatever it is together.
Right.
Like we're very much in it together.
There's some amazing synergy that happens in many ways for the three of us. To me, it just seems like there was some divine intervention over those margaritas. Maybe it was the margaritas, and it just kind of is like, yep, this is what's supposed to be.
Margaritas are magical, though,
They
aren't they? Yeah. So you have a new laser record.
Yes,
refers to it out, and I will hold this up for the camera.
Self-titled.
Self-titled, Hot Sheets, available at fine retailers everywhere. And how long did it take you to record the CD, and when did you start recording it? Because
It was June
Last June.
2017, and a couple days in the studio to do the music,
like
to
the
lay
bulk of
most of
it.
the
Yeah,
tracks.
just to lay the tracks, and then
And then there was this
then
crazy gap.
Getting back, and it was like in
December.
December before we got
went
back
in to do the
and we
vocals.
did the fill, I had some vocals and a couple guitar parts that had
Yeah.
to be done, and then we released it this past March.
Yeah, by the
Right?
time it was mixed and got the
We
layout
had
done
told
and all
the
that.
people, we did an Indiegogo fundraiser or whatever campaign, and we
Right.
told people we would have their EP to them by October.
yeah. That
did
didn't
you
happen.
specify which year though?
Yeah.
See, there's always an out if you don't.
Right.
If you
Now
didn't
we're ahead
include
of
the year,
schedule.
yeah.
Yeah, but everyone was. We didn't have a single person who was upset. I figure they probably just. I figured they were just wanted to be supportive. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So.
and we
yeah.
updated them and
Yeah.
like sorry. But if you count the total number of hours spent, not very many hours,
Not
but
very
It
many.
just took some time.
timeline.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
traveling and have to go here, can't do that, and
Busy
everybody.
with
We were
work.
just disjointed there for a few months with people, work and people just out of state and.
And
Yeah.
for me, it was a totally different experience than like any experience we had had to date of playing together. I definitely ran into like my insecurities, my ego, my fears, my like all the stuff in the recording process.
Oh yeah,
And
because
it's
this is going to
so-
be committed to.
And it's so like do that
media.
again, or like it's just like when we're playing together and we're just making a racket. It doesn't
yeah.
it doesn't matter as much as the studio. The studio felt like a lot, but in the end, it was. I mean, we're so happy.
Yeah, and much credit to Charles Norman,
Yes.
Yeah, he was
who put it all together,
Talk
and
about
brought us
supportive.
together. Yeah, and without his magic touch, I just don't think we would really be here with how much development we've had.
No, it sounds great. It really does.
He did a
great
really
job on it.
stupendous job. He really does.
And I understand we have a video that you guys shot here
Yes.
locally in Salem. So why don't we pause for
which
a moment?
he
Yeah,
actually
Charles
and
was
Charles
the,
also
yes.
did the video,
The
which we'll talk
mastermind
about
behind it.
after we watch it. But note to my mom: you might want to hit the mute button at this point, just for your own protection.
I was gonna shy away, but I said fuck it. I was gonna fly away, but I said fuck it.
That is some video.
You like it?
I love it. But I have to ask you, how did you get permission to record that video from the city of Salem? Did you tell them about
What
the
permission?
content? What?
It's punk rock. There's no permission.
Oh, that's awesome. So you just like showed up guerrilla style and like, we're doing this video.
Early
exactly
on a Sunday
right.
morning.
Everybody was at church, and we were at our own church.
But
Yes.
clearly somebody had to show up during the shoot. Nobody got huffy that you guys
No.
had hogged.
Nobody
Well, there's
got-
two elevators there, right? So I guess
There
somebody
are,
could use
yeah.
the
Yeah.
other one. So it's not
Nobody
like
got
somebody.
a huffy.
No.
No, you can see there's definitely some locals that we don't know who they are, and they don't know who
There are
we
people
are.
that
Yeah.
ended up in the video that didn't
They were just kind of
mean
like,
to.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
going
So
on?
some curious people.
Yeah.
And they could hear us from far away.
Oh, cool. Cool. Very cool. And the whole video shoot took about how long?
A few
3
hours, 2 to 3 hours.
3 hours. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Charles was able to put it together in a day. Right?
Really quickly.
Yeah, he had it for
That
us
is
like
insane.
2 days later.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
yeah, he got a bottle of wine, and he just sat there and did his thing, and he was stoked about it. To hear him get excited about us it was the confidence I think we needed.
Right.
Because, I mean, he's pretty esteemed in
No.
his position as a musician. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's got to feel
Supportive.
good.
It felt really
Yeah,
good.
so great.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun to do.
It looks like you were having a
Bringing in all these
blast.
different people
Right.
and yeah.
Yeah.
So, and not everyone made the cut. We actually had a
Oh,
bunch
more
of
people?
students, kids, and it just didn't
They didn't make
It didn't-
work out.
They
in
ended
the
up on
They
the
were
cutting
bummed.
room floor, as
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah.
So-
So sad.
I know.
They missed their shot at fame. Oh, well.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the songwriting process. How does that work with you guys?
Usually one of us will bring something to the table, some lyrics or lyrics and music,
Uh-huh.
and then we all hear it, and get
Collaborate.
the feel, and it comes together. Sometimes very slowly and painfully, but sometimes really fast.
Yeah.
Which is
And songs
cool.
have changed quite dramatically. Some songs have changed quite dramatically from where they started.
When they first started.
And what they've developed into just over time. And I think that's just a natural part of the process. I wouldn't know, but it seems like it's a natural part of the process that the songs just evolve.
And you guys just mutually agree most of the time, or?
Yeah, I mean, we discuss and different opinions,
Give
but
feedback and
yeah,
stuff. And we usually come with something fairly flashy. Like, well, Karen comes with the thing. When she comes with something, it's mostly like she has her guitar part and usually all the lyrics. When she has a full structure, I will show up with just the lyrics. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But mostly it's been working. I feel
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
and then Jamie brought some lyrics recently that we've had a really good time putting.
Yeah.
some
And
music
it's
to.
in and of itself morphing.
Yeah,
seems
it's
like
morphing.
every-
It's constantly morphing.
Every
So it's sort
practice,
of
it's
like
let's try this with it.
yeah.
which is, I mean, I really love that about our process a lot.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Now, had you had any experience in writing any lyrics
Well,
or anything
I'm-
before, or?
Well, not necessarily lyrics. When I was a kid, I wrote a lot of poetry. A lot
Okay.
of poetry, and I am a writer. So something just came to mind, given the political culture of the world right now, and it's like, okay, I'm in a punk rock band. This is
Yeah,
a
it's a
really
good
great
vehicle for it.
platform
Exactly.
to just let out some of this angst about what's happening. So
Yeah, we
we'll
won't
see.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we won't do that song today.
Oh no.
But in the future, people will
They'll
get
know.
to hear it, and it's a very interesting song.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I put down the guitar actually, and
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just
Yeah, it's
Just
just
going for it.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a
rhythm and- yeah.
driven song.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So when will you be performing next in the Salem area? Do you guys have anything scheduled yet?
Oh, we're gonna play a show, but we don't have a date yet.
We don't have a date.
right? So we'll just say that.
There's a show in the works that we're excited about, but we don't know. The date is eluding us. So
Oh,
September-ish.
September-ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
But we can...
I'm just the drummer. I just show up.
Okay,
They
yeah.
they tell me
You're on a
24 hours in
need-to-know
advance.
basis. Okay.
we're also communicating with other bands. So like the coming together process feels sometimes very
Yeah.
slow.
And we want this show to be an inaugural show for a certain new venue.
Yeah,
So that's,
Ooh, now
yeah.
I'm really
Talk about
intrigued.
secret.
Yeah.
Talk about 14 floors below.
24.
20.
24. Oh
No,
my
you
God.
don't want to be on the 14th
I think I
floor.
passed
I
out
don't
for
even.
those last 10
Yes, you
floors.
did.
Yeah,
I was holding you up.
it was rather touching, actually. Yeah,
Literally.
yeah, it was a bonding moment. Okay, well, I am intrigued. Okay, well, I noticed that you have your equipment here all set up. So
Yep.
why don't we do a few songs for us?
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Can't control the things I want to say when you walk into the river. Thoughts of you fall across my mouth. Where do these ideas come from? Gotta let you know what you do to me. But what's the first thing I say? You're in my mind every day. The smell of you drives me insane. stability. The slow drum beat of predictability. The slow drum beat of no value. The slow drum beat of devalue. Political skills and things become a void. Stabbed us 100 times every day in stress. Kicking, jabbing, stabbing, go right years and stomping down our wits till we break into a mathematical fit. I'm an engineer, not a cheerleader. Engineer. I don't know that I want you. I don't know what I say. I don't know that I love you. I don't know you're okay. I don't know that I'm perfect. I don't know you are too. I don't know your own power. I don't know yourself true. I don't know that I care. I don't know that I'm here. I don't know what I carry. I don't know what I fear. I don't know I'm committed. I don't know how it's good. I don't know your own power. I don't know that I would. All these things that we say just to get our own way. All these things that we do to avoid speaking truth. All these things that we say just to get our own way. All these things that we do to avoid speaking truth. Avoid speaking truth. Avoid speaking truth. I don't know that I want you. I don't know what I say. I don't know that I love you. I don't know you're okay. I don't know that I'm perfect. I don't know you are too. I don't know your own power. I don't know yourself true. All these things that we say just to get our own way. All these things that we do to avoid speaking truth. These things that we say to get our own way. All these things that we do to avoid speaking truth. Avoid speaking truth. Avoid speaking truth. Don't know that I care. I don't know that I'm here. I don't know what I carry. I don't know what I fear. I don't know I'm committed. I don't know how it's good. I don't know your own power. I don't know that I would. Okay, well let's just do it then. Okay. Thank you for being snide, and thank you for crushing my pride. Thank you for being cruel and helping me to play the fool. Thank you for ignoring no and telling me that I'm too slow. Thank you for reminding me all your problems are 'cause of me. Every single one of these helps guide me toward reality. Every single dawn you throw is nothing but a feeble show. Thank you for being tight, withholding kindness out of spite. Thank you for coming inside when I told you to stay outside. Every single one of these has guided me toward reality. Every single thought you throw is nothing but a feeble
I could give you a ride across town and you would pay for my gas, and then conveniently forgetting your wallet when we got there. And thank you so much for saying that you would water my plants and feed my dog while I was away. I came home to a house of death. Thank you very much. I'm super grateful. And thank you so much for your unsolicited opinion about the fact that I don't look pretty when I smile. I didn't know that. Thank you so much for telling me. And thank you also, by the way, for eating all of my food, smoking all of my weed, and breaking my bong. I'm so fucking grateful!
Thank you for expecting me to do and be everything you please. Thank you for taking the time to wash, wring, hang me out to dry. Thank you for giving me hives and showing how to patronize. Thank you for reminding me that all your failures are 'cause of me. Every single one of these has guided me for reality. Every single door you go is nothing but a steel That one's called Thank You, if no one noticed.
All right, Hot Sheets. Thank you so much for being here tonight. You guys rocked it. Great interview. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super fun. Thanks.
All right. Join us for our next episode coming soon.
Keeping Salem awesome. Ow!